This week, we sat down with Haley Boyd, the owner and designer of the shoe company Murray USA. She shared her confident and practical approach to accepting the risk and pursuing what you love.
I am Haley Boyd, and I founded my company, Murray USA, straight out of school at Parsons. I was on a student budget, and I liked beautiful things, and I liked simple design, and it was really hard to find like really obvious things, like a nice black ballet flat for a good price. I just decided that I wanted to design really simple, classic, timeless pieces that were accessible. I actually left school to start the business because I knew that was what I wanted to do. So we kind of just took it one step at a time, and I think that's the best way to tackle anything is to just do the next thing that's on your list, and sooner or later you kind of tackle everything that's on the list.
What would you say your aesthetic is?
I'm really classic, but I love color, and it's kind of the same as the shoes.
Right.
Choosing like really timeless shapes and then infusing it with unexpected color and material.
So you left school.
Yes.
How was that as a decision to make?
Education was really important in my family. The idea of me going to art school even was like, whoa, that's not okay. You can't do that. And so I convinced my parents to let me go to Parsons. It was really an illustration-based curriculum. It's not how I'm creative. I love to drape and be like really hands-on with like actual materials. I could have draped a dress in like 5 to 10 minutes. That took me like an hour to draw in watercolor, and it was just like, it was so frustrating to be forced to work in a way that really didn't work for me. It just wasn't the right fit for me, and I also knew what I wanted to do. I had this idea for my company, and I was really sure about it.
So many times people have like an intuition or an inkling, but they are so held down by what their parents think, what their friends think. Is this a crazy idea?
It's just, there's so much pressure on people to like make this choice, like it's the last choice that you'll make in your life, and it's really not. And I just think there's like so many paths to success.
What is sole ownership like?
It's just a lot every day. It's kind of like everything does fall on me. Like owning and running a company, it's less creative than I think everybody realizes before they kind of dive in. And I really enjoy the business and the marketing side, but I am a designer, and so it's really nice when I can spend more time on creative stuff. And it's exciting.
What's your experience with having employees and being the boss of employees? How do you navigate that?
It's way harder than I thought it would be. It's definitely a skill to be someone's boss and to have people enjoy their work and feel comfortable and create an environment where they're energized and excited about their work. It totally changes everything once it's not just like you in your office. If it's 40 hours a week, outlining that work for somebody else, and to also ensure that that person is providing something for the company that wasn't being done before, or is taking those tasks off someone else's plate, and like really get the most out of everybody who's working with you. Yeah, it's been a learning curve for sure to manage people and just to set the tone in the office, I think. It's a really interesting thing to tackle.
What is your most grounding act or ritual?
My green smoothie in the morning. I am not a morning person, so for me, like getting a Vitamix and making a spinach, banana, mango smoothie every morning
sounds really good.
It literally changed my life. Like, I don't know if I have low blood sugar or like what my thing is, but if I just need something really satisfying and nutritious in the morning to like fuel me.
How do you balance work with your personal life? Since it is such like an intimate part of your world, what do you do to sort of balance those different aspects of your life?
I think one really important thing for anybody who owns a business is just to find a way to enjoy what you do. And like I've had points where it's been really hard, and there are ups and downs with the business, and sometimes you like hate a certain task that you kind of have to get done. Even if I'm like answering like e-commerce customer service emails, like I actually really love doing that because I hear directly from my customers what they think about my product, if it fits well, if it's lasted, like what they want to see more of, if there's a past season style that they're like, please bring back the ribbon Mary Jane or whatever it is, then I'm like, oh, like this is really good feedback. I just think it's really important to enjoy what you do and like find a way to have that be like a positive part of your day, whatever it is. I mean, I never really stop working, I think. I'll be at the flea market, and I'm not like there to like scout for like vintage styles that are inspirational to me, but of course I'll see things that I'm like, wow, I need to like incorporate that whip stitch into my Oxford for next fall, or like whatever it is. But just I think it should be kind of seamless, like your work and your personal life, if you really like love what you do and have kind of found the right thing.
We like to ask what your most complex relationship is.
I mean, I just made it sound so easy to like have this like relationship with your personal and business life, but I think that's definitely my most complex relationship, and it's been it's taken me 5 years to finally, I feel like in the last like month kind of, I like figured out this balance and how to enjoy everything that I'm doing, and I definitely think it's my work and personal.
I think what prevents so many people from doing what they want to do or doing what you did is like there's this idea of like, oh my gosh, then I'm gonna have to have an accountant, and how do I pay myself, and taxes, and this person and that person, and it just seems overwhelming, and it's like, I don't really know how to do that. It's easier to work for someone else. It's easier for me to just sort of drift in this way. And sort of what's your advice to the person who is wanting to venture into it but feels really overwhelmed by this, like these big looming black, like
the unknown
things, you know?
Yeah.
The unknown thing.
I think the most important thing is like what I said before about just taking one thing at a time. And like you've gotta, like, it is taking a chance and it's a huge risk, and so you kind of have to accept the risk and like confront it and just like make a list, and every day I make a list in the morning of like what my priorities are. I have to like set up certain like amounts of time during the day that I'm going to be checking emails. Otherwise, all day I'll just answer emails and like things don't come off my list. So to be able to prioritize both your time and like the topics that you're working on, I think is really important. And just like take one thing at a time and cross it off that list, and you're going to be on your way.